Do you want to write your first 16-bar rap verse? Watch this video, I'll give you 5 simple steps and you can do this in the next 10 minutes. Okay, let's get started. Step 1. Take a piece of paper and number the lines 1 through to 16. So each line is going to be 1 bar of the rap. So your rap is going to be 16 lines long or 16 bars long. Okay, I'll give you a couple of minutes to number those lines. Step 2, I want you to think of 8 words, 8 really effective words that you think will be great in a rap battle, in a rap verse, or 8 words that perhaps link to a message. But think of those 8 words and write them down on a separate piece of paper or at the bottom of the page. And those 8 words are going to be the key words that we use in our rap. So again, take a few minutes and write those 8 words. And you don't need to think, for a long time about these words because I'm just explaining the process. Later, you can take these tools and these techniques and spend a bit more time crafting them. So what are you waiting for? Write down the 8 keywords that you're going to have in your rap. So here are my 8 words. Step 3, you're going to place each of those words at the end of the even lines. Okay, so at the end of line 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and 16. At the end of each of those lines, you're going to put one of those words. Put your 8 words onto your even lines at the end of each line. So here is what I have. At the end of line 2, I have grace. 4, I have react. 6, glory. 8, vision. 10, liberation. 12, palm. 14, ancient. And 16, freedom. The next step, step 4, is to think of a whole line that ends in each of those words. So for example, in line 2, I have the word grace. So I need to think of a line that ends in that keyword grace. And what I've prepared is the line, it's amazing like grace. The same for line 4. So at the end of line 4, I have the word react. And I have the line I've thought of that's going to end in react is say no more, let YouTubers react. Line 6 ends in glory. And I have the line stay positive because I've seen the glory. And I've basically taken that idea and I've done that for each of the lines. You can see the lines that I have. I now have 8 lines, all on even numbers, all ending in a keyword, and they're all complete lines. So generally, we put our best lines on our punchlines, on our even numbers. The final step then is to think of the setup line. So what you're trying to do is for each of the odd numbers, you're trying to think of a rhyming line that corresponds to the even numbers. Let me explain. So on line 2, I have, it's amazing like grace. And just to explain, I'm trying to play on the song Amazing Grace. So it's amazing like grace. Line 1, I want a word that rhymes with grace. In fact, I want a whole line that ends in a word that rhymes with grace. So I've put 16 bars. Okay, I'm on the case. So it's not an amazing line, but it's just a line that's going to set up line 2. So 16 bars. Okay, I'm on the case. It's amazing like grace. There we have the punchline, the impact line. Line 3, or should I say line 4, which ends in react, say no more, let YouTubers react. So my line 3 is magic trick, pull bars out the hat. So I'm using the word hat because it rhymes, or it's a close rhyme with react, hat, react. So again, that's just a setup line. Magic trick, pull bars out the hat, say no more, let YouTubers react. And line 5, I grab the pen, create a story. I know my punchline is glory, so I've chosen line 5 is going to end in story. I grab the pen, create a story. Stay positive because I've seen the glory. And then line 8 ends in vision. So I want a rhyming word, a rhyming line that ends that rhymes with the word vision. So I put no hesitation, no indecision, close my eyes and create a vision. Okay, that's my punchline. Close my eyes and create a vision, using the kind of opposites in closing your eyes and vision now. So you can see on each of those odd numbers, I'm just setting up the punchline. I'm just creating a rhyming line that's going to allow that punchline to be delivered and to be dropped. As you get more advanced with your rhymes, you might make your setup lines a little bit more sophisticated. So you're not kind of just throwing a line in just to create the punchline. But ultimately, your punchlines need to stand out. You know, if every line is really, really strong, then your punchlines are not going to have the same impact. So there you have it. So I'm going to read to you now the 16-bar rap that I created. I created this in a few minutes, but it kind of exemplifies the process. So 16 bars, okay, I'm on the case. You know it's amazing like grace. Magic trick, pull bars out the hat. Say no more, let YouTubers react. I grab the pen, create a story. Stay positive, cause I've seen the glory. No hesitation, no indecision. Close my eyes and create a vision. Original, no imitation. When I hold the mic, it's liberation. In the midst of battle, I stay calm. See my ancestors in the lines of my palm. 16 bars, keep the arrangement. Listen, the wisdom that I'm spitting is ancient. Rap, I'm scoring, I'm not conceding. Check 1, 2, then I'm spitting for freedom. So there you have it. 16-bar rap in 5 simple steps. And here's that bonus tip. Once you've got your 16 bars, think about the arrangement of your lines. Think particularly about the arrangement of your punchlines. So you might think, what is the final line? Which is the best punchline that you want to leave, that you want to have the most impact, that's going to resonate for the longest. Okay, so I finish with check 1, 2, then I'm spitting for freedom. And I like that line because it's got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're playing with 3 and 3. And it's kind of something that's going to resonate. I'm spitting for freedom. But it might be that actually you think, okay, one of the other punchlines is better. So you can start to redraft and rearrange your lines. Okay, so that's the bonus tip. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to see the bars that you've written using this technique